Harry, this is Harry, this is Lord Potato, and I'm kind of tired, and I have to go do something else after this. But I just ate cereal a while ago. But let me say one thing. This is a Dragon Ball What If. Yes, I wanted to do Dragon Ball What If for a while. It's just I only know about Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball S, basically Super, and Dragon Ball GT. I never watched Dragon Ball, like the actual like OG, no, not Naruto. Like Goku being a kid. So of course I have to go watch it later, whenever I have time. But I'll watch it later because I have a what if that I've been holding on for the longest fucking point that I just want to start on it, but I don't know anything about Goku being a kid. The only thing I probably remember, the only thing that I kind of remember from it, is that Goku beat up, what's it called, what was that, Piccolo's father, Kami. Was it Kami? I don't remember. But yeah. But I'm just not gonna, I'll do that what if whenever. But this what if you're wondering what it is what if Gohan actually take his fucking training seriously. Like took his training seriously from what's called like I'm gonna say a like everything. Like he actually decides to train serious well not serious, like actually train after the Cell games instead of like how we got DBC older Gohan and DBS older. Yeah, you see here. My God, they did Gohan dirty as fuck in DBZ and DBS. The fact that older Gohan has to do whatever bullshit, cringy shit out there. Yeah, I kind of always ignore that part. I was like, you know what, I'm going straight into Goku fight. But yeah, so this is okay. I will think of the title later, and when I upload it. But I forgot to do the thumbnail also. But yeah. Also, subscribe to my channel. Iconic what is over to what is. But yeah, let's begin into where we begin. So after the Cell games, after Gohan managing to kill Cell after Cell got instant transmission by Goku towards King Kai's planet. King Kai says, "No, you must." This is where they blow up, and King Kai is now having a halo on top of his head and angry at Goku. And the fact that Gohan is right now having one arm and Cell is over here saying, "Die, Solar." Wait, was it Solar Kamehameha or was it just Kamehameha? Kamehameha. He sends a Kamehameha, and Gohan says, I can't do this." Goku says, "You can, Gohan. Just believe in yourself." Dad. Okay. He did it one hand. That still was one of the badass scenes I ever liked. That's why I like Gohan, Kid Gohan instead of Teenage Gohan. So yeah. He says, Kamehameha. With one hand, sent a Kamehameha straight towards, Cell. This is where both attacks clash. This is where Cell is actually managing to overpower Gohan. This is where Gohan says, "No, I can't get up." This is where, Krillin and the others and Vegeta and everyone else still helped to fight against Cell, which managing to, Goku's let me say it again. Goku tells Gohan, "You can do this! Believe in yourself!" Managing to obliterate Cell and kill him. So yeah. After that point on, Gohan, he decides to realize that he needs to train harder. He only managed to win by the strength of the sand, or, just believing in himself and thanks to his father and other people, because that was, he didn't win by himself. He didn't show that he was good enough. He thought he was too much doubting himself. But his friends helped him. The fact that all his friends, Krillin, Piccolo, I was about to say Saga. Now, Krillin, Piccolo, Trunks, Vegeta. I think Trunks died there. I can't remember. What's it called? Yamcha. What's it called? Fuck, I forgot the... Chaozu? Was Chaozu there? I think he was there. Tin. No, not Tin. Fuck. Tin? I forgot his name. But yeah, of course, they were all there just helping Gohan win against Cell. And of course, Vegeta's pride had to do a big kind of attack. And of course, after seeing Vegeta do the attack and help him, he managed to win. It was all cause of his, well, arrogance that almost cost them their lives. As it were, well, Gohan realized that Super Saiyan 2 is all good and strong and all that, but he needs to keep training. He needs to become stronger. He needs to, well, train so he can protect everyone in the near future from any threats. As it were, well, we go into, well, Gohan kind of training. So Gohan was, wait, I forgot. So of course, this is where Gohan was 10. So we go into, well, Gohan Training. So of course, this is where Chi-Chi would tell Gohan to study more instead of training. But this is where Gohan would kind of ignore her mostly and start basically kind of training like Goku. Like starting to train and harder so he can actually, well, surpass his father. Because he does know that he can actually surpass his father somewhat because he had more power than he could. Even though Goku managed to surpass everyone. But of course, this is where Gohan kind of trains in his Super Saiyan form even more. Going into the time chamber and also outside the time chamber helping farm and all that. And also do study at the same time. So mostly, he's training more than just studying. But of course, he's still smart. He just wants to train more, so he won't do the same mistake like he did in the Cell Saga. So of course, he keeps training, trying to become stronger, uppercutting, throwing punches, kicking really fast multiple times in the air, jumping up, down, hitting left, right. Yeah, you get the point. Gohan is right now training. Right now, also shadow boxing. Also, what's it called? Just punching a tree and all that. And of course, this is where, well, Gohan has, well, studied really good. And of course, he managed to get into the kind of university college. I forgot what it is. But of course, we go into that Gohan age. I forgot what. Oops. I just realized he was 11 in the Cell games. And we go into a 7-year time. Okay, it's not a college, it's a high school. So yeah, he gets into that high school. Of course, Gohan, he seems to still be like what's called original canon. Original canon itself being happy and all that. Just like original canon, but sometimes gets serious. But of course, he's a little bit, not that rip, but he is still rip. Of course, he has like baggy clothes, usually managed to cover it all up. But yeah, of course, it's where Chi-Chi was happy that, well, Gohan was studying. But without Chi-Chi kind of looking, Gohan started trying to train more. So yeah. So of course, Chi-Chi does not know really much if Gohan did study or train that much. But Gohan did both. He saw that he should study once just to get a good, what's called, well, kind of like studying on, but also train so he can protect the loved ones that he loved, like his mother, his younger brother Goten, and his father and other people that he cares about, like Krillin, what's it called? Shit, I forgot. Krillin, Trunks, other people. So yeah. Of course, this is where he gets into high school. He meets Videl and the other blonde-haired girl and that one dude that was mostly a dick to Gohan the whole time. Of course, this is where, well, Gohan has just kind of studied high school and all that, kind of trying to make it work. Of course, he can see that he can help people. At the same time, he can somewhat do it like a hero style. But of course, he doesn't really want to do something like that much. He does know that there's a lot of crime in the world and all that. He can probably help him with their strength, but he also got to study with his strength. So, not study with his strength. Study and keep training. So, he decides to do all three of those. So of course, this is where Gohan he gets help by what's called Boma by the suit and all that. And of course, Gohan doesn't do that much cringy kind of stuff, dances or whatever poses. So of course, this is where Gohan does help multiple people around the city, from villains, criminals, and other things. Or should I say mostly low life thugs and all that. So yeah, he only well, he does this and also train so he can still become stronger, but yeah. Of course, we go into a while when Videl kind of already found out who, well, Cellman, or Sandman, was. I almost said Cell. No, Sandman was. This is where she was shocked and kind of, well, was confused. But yeah. Well, you should find out. Yeah, I think she already knew about it. Yeah. Of course, we go into the Torment of, well, that one Torment where, well, it's some with the Buu saga and all that. But yeah, of course, we go there. Of course, Goku is kind of like revived and all that. And of course, he sees his like son, Gohan. Gohan has been keeping up the training and all that. Also, Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, and everyone else. Of course, this is where, well, everyone is going to go punch that punching bag. And of course, everyone is like barely tapping it and all that. 18 managed to get like 200. Krillin managed to get like 100, I think so. Piccolo just taps it once, but yeah. And Vegeta say, fuck your shit. Punches that shit. Obliterate. Just obliterate it. I always love that scene because he just say, Gohan says, everyone do a light punch and all that. Vegeta says, fuck that shit, bro. Broke through that shit. Everyone was scared and everyone ran away. Mostly like the, well, people on Earth. The people that were kind of going to the Torment. Normal people, not like the Z fighters, but yeah. Gohan decides to also do a punching, like a punch. And of course is where, well, he does kind of not light tap it a little bit. He does a little bit, but he kind of added a little too much ki on accident, which he also did explode it. Everyone got scared. But they was kind of shocked at the same time. What the hell? But yeah. Of course, Goku kind of light taps it also, but yeah. This is where, well, everyone is getting ready to fight. And yeah. I don't remember who Gohan was fighting against. Shit. It's been such a... You see here, okay, I should explain. It's been such a long time since I actually watched the Buu saga. I think it's been like 7 years. I watched Dragon Ball when I was 11, so it's kind of... I'm trying to remember all of it, but yeah. Also, DBS, I did watch it like 2 years ago because I was like 16 at the time. But yeah. But let me go into the what if and shut the fuck up. So, of course, this is where Gohan is fighting against one of the Z fighters. I'm going to say Piccolo. So, of course, Piccolo is going against Gohan. And Piccolo does know about Gohan's training. Gohan kept up his training instead of being kind of that nerd and all that. This is where, well, Chi-Chi is saying, go, Gohan! This is where Bulma says, so, I heard that Gohan did go into the, what's it called, high school. This is where Chi-Chi says, of course, because my son is a genius. This is where Bulma says, like if you ever be outsmarting me. This is where Chi-Chi says, you want to bet? You stupid bitch. This is where they kind of fight each other, but yeah. This is where, well, Piccolo says, let's see if you got any stronger, Gohan. This is where Gohan says, yeah, Piccolo, I think he called him Piccolo Sensei. So yeah, he says, yeah, Piccolo Sensei. This is where they rush. And of course, this is where Gohan's speed, actually, like, he was rushing towards Piccolo. And of course, this is where Piccolo swings a punch, but this is where Gohan disappears. It was only an after image because Gohan's speed has just evolved so much. This is where Goku winds his eyes and says, whoa, that's my son there. This is where Vegeta says, I could easily see where he was going. This is where Gohan was behind Piccolo, and this is where Gohan was going to kick Piccolo in the back. This is where Piccolo managed to dodge, jump out of the way, and of course the ground cracked. And this is where Piccolo says, I see. So you were rushing at me, but that was only a false case. A speed of an actor image. Very well, Gohan. It seems that you have trained very fast. Or not very fast, very well. Then let's see. This is where Piccolo says, well, he says, what's it called? He sends a special beam attack, mostly a ki blast, at Gohan. Gohan managed to, like, slap it up. And this is where, well, when Gohan managed to slap it up, this is where Piccolo extended his arm to kind of grab Gohan. This is where Gohan managed to dodge and sees Piccolo trying to extend with the other hand. And this is where Gohan managed to dodge that by ducking underneath and rushing towards Piccolo to try to uppercut him. This is where Piccolo sees it, but this is where Piccolo jumps away, grabs his hands back towards him, will mostly bring them back. And this is where, well, Piccolo managed to block an attack from Gohan when he tried to kick. Because when the uppercut missed, Gohan turns around to back kick at, well, Piccolo. Piccolo managed to block with his arm. This is where, well, they start fighting fast. Of course, no one can keep up with, except for Goku and the Z Fighters. But yeah, this is where Goku's impressed with Gohan's speed. It seems that Gohan has trained and kept up his training, but also his studies. But yeah, this is where they are kind of keep fighting. Piccolo saying, it seems that you really have became, stronger, Gohan. This is where Gohan says, yep. Of course, I keep punching and kicking and yeah. Of course, this is where Gohan kicks at Piccolo, and this is where Piccolo also kicks at Gohan. Both their legs clash in the middle, and this is where, well, it does a shockwave, and this is where, well, they both jump away. This is where Gohan says, So, Piccolo, you want to turn this up a notch, or you want to just keep fighting this, well, power level? This is where Piccolo says, It seems that you really are just like your father. Just less stupider. This is where Gohan says, I guess so. This is where, well, Piccolo says, then yeah, this is where he powers up and Gohan also powers up, but not going into super just yet. I will mention how that will go. This is where they go, and of course, this is where both their punches collide in the middle, making a shockwave, a bigger shockwave than that kick. This is where people are shocked. Of course, they realize Piccolo screamed, but hey, no one actually does say anything. But yeah. This is where, well, they keep punching. Of course, this is where both their punches clash. Just clash multiple times. And this is where, well, Gohan sends a blast at Piccolo. This is where it explodes, makes a smoke screen. This is where Piccolo swipes it away with his, well, hand and other. Sees Gohan and disappears. But this is where Gohan says, hey, Piccolo. This is where Piccolo says, what the? He slaps Gohan away to see if that was only an after image. That was an after image, but it didn't disappear. This is where Piccolo wired his eyes. This is where when he sees the smoke disappears, there's 4 Gohans. But these Gohans are actor images. They're clones. Think of it like what's it called? Jackal Lancer. Am I thinking of the right character? From that One Punch Man. I'm probably thinking of, well, what's it called? Saitama's wording of what's called Sonic Speed. So think of him. Or Saitama's, like, side jumps. But yeah. This is where Piccolo sees 4 clones of Gohan. But they're only after images. This is where he widened his eyes and wondering, where is Gohan? This is where he looks up and manages to put both of his arms in an X motion, trying to block a kick from Gohan. Just a terrifying kick. This is where Piccolo feels the crack in his bones. This is where he says, damn. This is where, well, Gohan says, I see. So you managed to, block that. This is where Piccolo says, that's pretty good. Not called Piccolo. Piccolo says, that's pretty good, Gohan. It seems that you managed to do 4 actor images and managing to keep them up while you're up there. It seems that you have trained in speed and also, well, strength. That kick kind of broke my arm a little bit, but you know, he ain't gonna stop me. So let's begin more. This is where they keep fighting, and of course, this is where Gohan, he is like punching and kicking at Piccolo. This is where they keep fighting, and of course, this is where they both swing their like what's it called, like shoulder arms and all that. Straight, or not arms, mostly arms towards each other. This is where both arms block each other. This is where Gohan tries to punch at Piccolo, but Piccolo manages to grab it. This is where Piccolo kicks at Gohan. Gohan manages to block it with a kick. And this is where Gohan tries to, use his left leg to try to, kick at Piccolo. Piccolo jumps back and says, you pretty are strong. You got it stronger, Gohan. Very strong. And smarter. This is where, Gohan says, thanks, Piccolo-sensei. This is where, Piccolo says, but I want to know if you can do this. This is where Piccolo says, he sends multiple ki blasts at Gohan, but they're all paused around. This is where Gohan widens his eyes. This is a landmine. This is where Piccolo says, explode. This is where all of them explode, but this is where Gohan jumps up in the air while managing to, because he's flying right now. This is where Gohan gets kind of pushed up, and this is where, he didn't jump up. He knew that if he jumped up or tried to fly away, he would get more damage. He would get hit more damage. This is where, when the explosion happened, this is where Gohan kind of used the ki around him to make a shield around him. This is where, when the explosion kind of dissipates and the dust is kind of going away, this is where Gohan is standing there, just calm. This is where Piccolo smirked. He can see a little ki shield, just a little tiny, just little like line of like a ki shield. It seems that Gohan made a ki shield. This is where Piccolo smirks to himself and says, seems that you get, you don't have that much damage. Is it because you managed to block the attack? Gohan smirks and says, of course, Piccolo-sensei. Of course I will block it. I won't get hit that easily. Zero Piccolo smirks and says, but can you really keep up with my speed? This is where Gohan says, of course. Like I always will keep up with your speed. This is where, 20 minutes later, not even 20 minutes, like 5 minutes later, this is where Gohan managed to throw a, he kind of like stopped holding back for a little bit and throws a very terrifying punch straight towards Piccolo's like face. Then managed to hit his face and push him out of the arena. This is where Piccolo was shocked. That speed, that was like faster than he can actually kind of see. It's because Gohan was taking some damage, so Gohan wanted to finish this real fast and keep up with keep having his stamina, so he won't be kind of too drained for the next fight. So, of course, is where Piccolo smirks and says, it seems that you managed to, how should I say, punch me and knock me out. Seems that you have become stronger, stronger, Gohan. This is where Gohan smirks and says, yeah, Piccolo-sensei. This is where, Piccolo smirks and says, hope you win in your next match. This is where they say the winner is Gohan. This is where everyone is cheering, even Vitale, because I think they would be dating at this point. But yeah, of course, this is where everyone else is gonna keep fighting like every original canon fight. Goten and Trunks do fight. Of course, something happens. They do go into Super Saiyan, like Super Saiyan 1, but of course, Goten kind of trained with Gohan, so of course, he kind of did hold the speed a little bit because, holds a speed, kind of keep up with the same speed with Trunks and all that. But Goten did train with Gohan in his kind of training seasons because, yes, Gohan did train. And Goten just came along to train also. So, of course, this is where Goten does turn Super Saiyan, same with Trunks. And this is where, Bulma and Chi-Chi are right now fighting, saying, go, sweeties! But yeah, of course, Goten did knock the fuck out of that one kid, but yeah. Of course, everyone is shocked to see kids right now fighting. Very young kids. This is where they had their hair blonde, but yeah. This is where, well, Goten says, fine. Then it seems that I'm gonna have to keep up my power up a little bit more. This is where Trunks says, what do you mean? This is where Goten says, ah! He goes Super Saiyan 2. This is where Goku says, ha 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 ha! So, Gohan, did you train Goten and Gohan Super Saiyan 2? Of course, Dad. This is where Goku says, that's my son right there. Or that's, well, not my son. He says, that's my boy. This is where Vegeta says, Are you fucking serious? This is where he's angry. This is where Trunks says, what is that? This is where Goten says, this is called Super Saiyan 2. This is where, well, Trunks says, huh? Super Saiyan 2? But you didn't show me this when we were fighting before. I kinda kept it a secret. This is where Trunks says, no fair! Fine, I will show you I can do the same. He also goes Super Saiyan 2. This is where Vegeta's like, okay, I'm done with this shit. But yeah, this is where Bulma says, go, sweetie. This is where Chi-Chi says, go, Goten. This is where, well, they start fighting, clashing more, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, was it this, or was it another one where they fight against? Yeah, you know, this one's the one they're fighting. But yeah, this is where, well, they both kind of punch each other in the face, knocking each other out. But yeah. Of course, they get knocked out and they go back into Super Saiyan 1, then just normal. But yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Gohan says, well, I think Goten still needs a little bit more training in Super Saiyan 2, Dad. This is where Goku laughs and says, I guess so. But you can't really blame them. They're still children, but yeah. This is where, well, Gohan nodded. This is where, well, the next match will be, I think, Patel versus one of those big guys that kind of take the energy. Of course, I think Supreme Kai was already there, but, well, not Supreme Kai. Kai, fuck, I forgot Kai's name, but the Kai is there. Not Supreme Kai. Supreme Kai was in DBS, but yeah. But this is actually when I'm gonna leave it off for kind of part 1. I know I might have messed up on some things. It's been a while since I watched DBZ. So, after watching DB, I might go back to watching DBZ and probably DBS just to refresh my mind. It's been about... yeah, it's been a couple of, like, years since I watched DBZ. DB I never watched because, well... I wasn't that even old or anything. I didn't even came out on the TV. So yeah. So this is just like part 1 of it. If I kind of like rehear this later on and see that I kind of fucked up on some things, I might redo it. But for now, I'm just gonna. I just wanted to start on DB. Well, not DB. I wanted to start on a DBZ What If really bad. It's just. I have to do Kid Goku and how it would go, but yeah. But other than that, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato. I have to go somewhere, and what time is it? Holy shit, 12. But yeah, I gotta go somewhere. Bye. Potato, bye.